in class. The case of Darrell Diamond Jones, assumed to be wrongfully convicted of a murder in 1986, will be the topic today. By the end of my speech, the audience will be better informed about the ongoing trial that is heating up the Channel 5 News Chronicle edition, the local radio, and social media sites such as Facebook, K.I.S. Investigator, and 90.9 WBUR. For over 30 years, Jones has been fighting for his freedom after the claimed wrongful conviction of murder at the age of 18. For years, he has studied transcripts, legal documents, plus the steps needed to clear his name, and after 3 decades of incarceration and 2 appeal denials, has gotten more legal support, the Innocence Program backing him, and stronger evidence to request a new murder trial. According to Reasonable Doubt, reopening the case of Darrell Diamond Jones, Author J. McKim 2016 states, in new court filings, Jones says that police tampered with a video interview of a key witness shown at his 1986 trial to remove evidence that could prove his innocence. Upon reviewing the footage, K.I.S. investigative report supports the defense's forensic specialist report that indicates the video was purposely tampered with. It's important for the audience to be well informed about the Jones case because author T. Spring ND states that about 10,000 innocent people are convicted of serious crimes in America each year, a new study suggests. There are 3 topics relevant to the Jones case I will spotlight. First being what happened the day of the crime. Second, was there a connection between Jones, the victim, and how was he picked out as a suspect? And third, the old evidence versus the new evidence to grant the appeal. WBUR reported Jones was at a bar named Pete and Mary's with a female named Bridget Struthers. They both left the bar and crossed the street to purchase a steak and cheese sub from D'Angelo's Sub, which sits directly in front of Brockton Police Department. After re-entering the bar, a shooting had taken place right outside, where 2 eyewitnesses claimed they too had just ordered food from D'Angelo's and sat in their car eating when then they saw 2 men come out the bar. They witnessed a scuffle between the 2 and then a flash, which indicated one of the men had been shot, even though they did not hear a shot go off. The taller man fled the scene and the 2 witnesses then pursued him till he got away. Once they returned to the bar, police asked did they recognize the shooter. The answer was no. In the bar, police were asking patrons if they knew about the shooting outside. Jones and Struthers stepped out the bar. The witnesses never identified him. Police asked paid informants in the area about the shooting, and they claimed a guy named Diamond from Boston who carries a .32 caliber gun was said suspect. 2 days later, Jones was arrested for the murder. Jones states he never met Guillermo Rodriguez, the victim, before even seeing him in the bar. The state used eyewitness testimony linking Jones as the shooter of Rodriguez. 3 witnesses were used in the trial. However, only Terry Lynn Starks was shown on the videotape as being interviewed and picking Jones out of a lineup prior to trial. Jones' defense attorney, Kenneth Elias, later admitted he wasn't functioning with any sense at all during representation. Jones sat in the bullpen half the trial, separated from his attorney. Brockton Police Captain Richard Sparles, who supervised the detectives handling Jones' case, admitted to being a full-fledged addict and alcoholic then. An all-white jury convicted Jones to life without the possibility of parole due to eyewitness testimony. In light of new evidence and new trial appeal, 30 years later, motions are focused on the investigative tactics used then, the lack of DA and defense shared evidence, eyewitness testimony on both sides, and the tampered videotape. 136 seconds of missing footage during the interview of Starks is in question. A new judge has granted the request for the defense for the DA to find and present all original documents of the trial within 30 days. Gellerman B. 2016 states, prosecutors never provided a motive or established that the victim and Jones knew each other. The government's case relied almost entirely on eyewitness testimony. Was the Brockton Police Department looking for an easy and quick conviction of someone they knew were innocent because of bias? Was the criminal justice system too trusting in Brockton police doing their job and believed they had an airtight case? Whatever the reason, a young man's life was taken away from his family. He lost a son while incarcerated and gained a wife. He lives on the hope of helping others like him and has been a positive, active community activist and leader throughout the years. Jones, other than his predicament, and exonerated people are grateful for agencies like the Innocence Program, who do due diligent and time-consuming work in order to free innocent people wrongfully convicted. Over 119 people have been exonerated without DNA evidence in 2015, and over 600 inmates are still waiting for trial motions to be filed and approved. This affects every American because everyone should be protected under the law and not become a victim of the law. That's here to protect us all. Thank you.